So I was brought up Catholic. I didn't really have a personal relationship with Christ at that time, though, and I suffered some abuse as a young child that really hurt me. You know, the people that were supposed to love me betrayed that love, and I just put on a shield of angerness, bitterness, resentment. I didn't feel loved. I didn't feel like I could trust anyone, and about into high school, I really got depressed. Didn't like feeling that way, and instead of turning to Christ, I turned to my fleshly desires, and I started using, and started out simply drinking, smoking, and unfortunately that quickly, by the time I was about 20, turned into me trying heroin for the first time, and then it quickly turned into that addiction, and my life was just full of just self-seeking. I only cared about myself. I only cared about what I could do to benefit myself. My life was a wreck. That led to jail, been to prison 3 times, and it was just a cycle over and over again. I just didn't know where to turn. And so one night I prayed that God would bring a woman into my life that didn't live the life I did, and He brought my wife into my life, and I owe a lot to her father. He led me to Christ at his church to understand that there was more to it than just reading this book and going to church on Sundays and Wednesdays, that there was a relationship there, that His love and grace just covers everything. Yes. And it's so great now. I just stand my life on the promises of God. I am a new creation through Christ Jesus.
Yes, Lord.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I stand on those promises, and no matter what the enemy tells me, I replace them with what God tells me I am.
Amen.
There are still bad days, but God's the God of the valley too. This testimony is about God and His goodness, and each of us has a testimony, and it's our calling to use that testimony to share the gospel, yes, to bring others to Christ, yes, to be the hands and feet, to be out there and give that helping hand, because there's a time each of us were out there hurt and lost, and we just needed a person to be Christ in our life at that time, because He has so much more, abundantly more than we could ever pray or ask for.